let's approach to the question. This question has been asked in EC 2014 and we can go for the question. Very good question. If C is a closed path in the Z plane given by mod Z is equals to 3, it means we are having the closed curve mod Z is equals to 3. Then we have to find the value of the closed integration C Z square minus Z plus 4J. 4J is denoting 4 iota divided by Z plus 2J. Here J is denoting the iota only, guys, and we have options. So let's approach it. Mod Z is equals to 3. So it's clear for everyone. When we are having mod Z is equals to 3, it means we are having a real axis. This is the real Z, this is the imaginary Z. We know very well if it is a circle, it will be 3 iota, it will be minus 3 iota, it will be 3 and it will be minus 3, and center is at 0 0. So the range for mod Z is equals to 3 is on the real axis minus 3 to 3, and on the imaginary axis it is minus 3 iota to 3 iota, right? So we are having the question like this. So dear students, this question I will show you. We can approach this question with the help of Cauchy's integral formula also, and with the help of residue theorem also. So I will tell you both the methods for this particular question. Okay, so let's start. So let's start with the first one. Let's start with the Cauchy's integral formula. Let's start with the Cauchy's integral formula. Okay. So if we want to go with the Cauchy's integral formula, as it will be every time it will be easy to approach. Okay, as compared to residue, it will be easy to approach and small in the approach also. But still, let's see. So here we are having, we know very well according to Cauchy's integral formula, close integration C fz by z minus a dz is always is equals to 2 pi iota into f of a. Yes, exactly, we know that when we have 2 pi iota into f of a 2 pi iota into f of a, right? So here we can say we have to find the pole. For finding the pole, we have to put the denominator is equals to 0. When we put the denominator is equals to 0, z plus 2 iota is equals to 0. We can say z is equals to minus 2 iota. We can see when we go for the imaginary axis, the range is between minus 3 iota to 3 iota. Here we can see easily minus 2 iota will be lying inside the closed curve. Yes, so when it's lying inside the closed curve, we know very well we can approach the Cauchy's integral formula. So it will be 2 pi iota into f of a. So hence from here a will be minus 2 iota. So can I write down here 2 pi iota into f of minus 2 iota? Yes, exactly, I can write down. So when we approach here, guys, it will be, when we approach here, it will be 2 pi iota into minus 2 f of minus 2 iota. It will become fz. It means fz will be z square minus z plus 4 iota, yeah, divided by z plus 2 iota into dz. It will be 2 pi iota into f of minus 2 iota. So fz is this one only, fz is equals to this one only, right? So fz is equals to z square minus z plus 4 iota. If we want to find out the value at minus 2 iota, we can approach minus 2 iota square minus 2 iota plus 4 iota, right? It will be minus 2 square is minus 2 square. When we approach here, iota square is minus 1 and iota square is minus 1. When we approach from here, iota square will be minus 1. When we approach from here, it will be, dear students, 6, right? It's not 6, it will be 4 minus 2, that is 2. And when we approach from here, let me check the sign. We have to put minus now, it will be plus. So here we can see it is 6 iota, yes, and when we approach here, it will be iota square is minus 1. When we approach here, it will be minus 4. So it will be minus 4. If we want, we can take common 2. It will be 2 iota minus, 3 iota minus 2. We can take common 2 from here. It will be 3 iota and 3 iota minus 2. Okay. So 3 iota square. it will be iota square. I am remaining, I am just taking iota as it is. So if we want to finalize it, we can write down just like this. We can take common -3. It will be iota square, as we are having iota square. Okay, why I am writing like this? Okay, we can directly approach now. Yeah, we can directly approach. So when we approach here, it will be, dear students, it will be 6 iota minus 4. Okay, so it will be 6 iota minus 4. We can leave it as it is. As we know very well, we have to put here values. So it will be 2 pi iota into 6 iota minus 4. When we approach, it will be 12 pi iota square minus 8 pi. We do have options. Okay, we have options in this form. So let me write down here. We can take common 2. It will be 4 pi. We can take iota square inside, iota square minus 4 iota. When we approach here, it will be minus. So we can take minus 4 pi outside. When we take minus 4 outside, it will be 3. It will be 3. 3 iota square is minus 1. It will be 3 plus 2 iota. It will be 3 plus 2 iota. It means we can see the answer is option number C. It will be 3 plus 2 iota, which we can see in the option number C, guys, right? So it will be the it will be the final answer, right? Clear? Okay, so if we want to go with the Cauchy's, integral formula, this will be the approach. This is the easiest approach, as I already told you. What exactly we did, we just write down the formula which we know very well. This is the formula: 2 pi fz z minus a dz is equals to 2 pi iota f of a. Here a is equals to minus 2 iota. 2 pi iota is as it is. Here z fz by z minus a, so it will be z square minus z plus 4 iota by z plus 2 iota. When we approach here, we have to find out 2 pi iota into f of minus 2 iota. So we find out this one, and this will be the final answer. Now let's approach the same question with the help of Cauchy's residue theorem. So let's approach the same question with the help of residue theorem. So residue theorem, for applying residue theorem, we have to find residue first, right? So let me write down the question here. The question is z square minus 4, z square minus z plus 4 iota, or that is 4j, same thing, z plus 2 iota, right, and dz. So if we want to find out the value of this one, we have to find the residue, dear students. Yeah, before finding the residue, again, as we know very well, the points will be for the same, for the residue theorem also, the points will be lying between minus 3 iota to 3 iota, right? So we can find the residue from here. For finding the residue, we have to find the first pole here. So pole will be z plus 2 iota is equals to 0. It will be z is equals to minus 2 iota. So we can find the residue at pole, because this pole is lying inside the closed curve, right? So we can directly approach. The pole is lying inside the closed curve, it will be somewhere, right? So we have to find the residue of f of z at z is equals to minus 2 iota, or you can write down at pole only, right? So when we approach here, it will be limit z tends to a, z minus a into fz. We know very well, we are having a single order pole only, so it will be limit z tends to a, z minus a, fz only, right? So when we approach here, it will be limit z tends to minus 2 iota, z tends to minus 2 iota. It will be z plus 2 iota into z square minus z plus 4 iota divided by z plus 2 iota. We can take common, means we can cancel out z plus 2 iota, z plus 2 iota. When we approach the limit here, what it will become? When we approach the limit here, what it will become, guys? When we approach the limit, it will be z square means minus 2 iota square minus 2 iota and plus 4 iota. When we approach from here, it will be the same thing. it will be the same thing we will have. Yeah, it will be 6 iota minus 4, it will be 6 iota and it will be minus 4. So 6 iota minus 4, this is the value of residue. We want to apply the residue theorem here. We know very well the residue theorem is nothing but 2 pi iota into sum of all the residues, right? So when we have to find out the integration with the help of residue theorem, we can go with, let me write down here only. The residue theorem is nothing but 2 pi iota into sum of all the residues. Yes, all the residues, all residues which lying inside the closed curve, right? All residue which lying inside the closed curve, which lies inside, right? Okay, so we can approach here only. So when we approach here, which lies inside, so lies inside, it means it will be, when we approach here, it will be 6 iota minus 4. We are having only one residue which is lying inside the closed curve. Even we are having only and only one residue, so it will be as it is. So 2 pi iota into 6 iota minus 4. So when we approach here, we have to find the value according to the question. So we can again write down minus 4 pi, because iota square is equals to minus 1. We can take common 2 outside, it will be minus 4 pi 3 plus 2 iota. Hence this will be my final answer. So the answer will be same. Okay, either you want to go with the residue theorem or you want to go with the Cauchy's integral formula, the result will be same, guys. Okay. As I already told you, there are some questions where we can apply directly the residue theorem and Cauchy's integral formula both. Okay, now I will show you more question where we can approach both the things. So given two complex numbers, z1 we are having first complex number and z2, the argument of z1 by z2. Here we have two options. If you want to find the argument of z1 by z2, so either you can make the standard form. You can make the standard form from here only, means by rationalizing. As we know very well, whenever we have to find the modulus, whenever we have to find the argument, the function, the complex function should be in the form of x plus iota y, right? So there will be not at all any single imaginary number in the denominator. Here if we find out the argument for z1 by z2, it will be 5 plus 5 root 3 iota divided by 2 by root 3 plus 2 iota. So here, from here you have two options. Either you if you want to go with this one, then you have to rationalize this one, means 2 by root 3 minus 2 iota divided by 2 by root 3 minus 2 iota. If you want to go with this one, then after solving this one, you will get a standard form, that is x plus iota y. Then you can find the argument. Argument is the angle only, tan inverse y by x. Okay, first thing. If you don't want to go with this process, because definitely it will take time, it will be calculative method. Yeah, definitely. If you don't want to go with this one, then the second option we are having is what? We can directly approach with the property. As we know very well, the argument of z1 by z2 is equals to argument of z1 minus argument of z2. So we can individually find out the argument for the given z1 and z2, and we can directly approach. So let's go with this one also, argument of z1 by z2. So let's find the argument of z1. When we approach here, argument of z1, it means we have to find the okay, let me write down here where z1 is equals to 5 plus 5 root 3 iota. It will be tan inverse y by x only, we know very well. So it will be tan inverse 5 root 3 by 5 only. We can just cancel out 5 by 5. It will be tan inverse root 3 only. So we know very well the value of tan inverse, means the value at root 3, tan inverse value at root 3 is 60 degree only, right? So means tan root 3 will be 60 degree only. So it will be 60 degree argument of z1. Here we have to find the argument of z2 also. Okay, this was z1. Let me write down here z2 also. It is 2 by root 3, yes, plus 2 iota we are having, yes, exactly. So it will be tan inverse y by x. It will be tan inverse y by x. So it will be tan inverse y is what? 2 divided by 2 by root 3. Again we can say the 2 and 2 will be cancelled out. Yeah, we have 0 again as an option. So again we can say that 2 and 2 will be cancelled out. We are having again tan inverse root 3, means the value of tan at root 3 is nothing but 60 degree. So it is again 60 degree. As we know very well, argument of z1 by z2 is equals to argument of z1 minus argument of z2. Here we are having 60 degree minus 60 degree. Hence answer will be 0 degree only. So we can conclude the result will be 0, which we can see in the option number A. Okay guys, which we can see in the option number A. So here we can conclude directly that the first form is this one. If you want to go with, you can go. Definitely there will be not at all any difficulty, but it will be lengthy, because here in the denominator it will be a square minus b square pattern, and in the numerator we have to multiply a plus iota b, and it is something like that c minus b d iota, right? So we have to multiply, we have to make changes, then we will approach for the argument that is equals to tan inverse y by x. Okay, and here you can directly approach with this property only. This is a very good property of argument. Through that we can find out the result. Done guys? Okay, now let's approach to the next question. This is again a very good question. We can approach the same question with the help of Cauchy's residue theorem also, and Cauchy residue theorem also, and Cauchy's integral formula also. I will tell you both the approaches, okay, for the same question also. So here we are having the value of closed integration. See, it's denoting the closed path. It's denoting the closed path, right? Along a closed path, this one is equals to here exactly the value of integration already we are having. Here we are having already the value of integration. Okay. So the correct part, we have to find the correct path, means we have 4 diagrams and we have to find the correct path. Let's approach it. Let's approach it. Let me write down the function. Here we are having function fz dz is equals to 3z minus 5, 3z minus 5, z minus 1, z minus 2, 3z minus 5, z minus 1, z minus 2 or dz. Clear? Yeah. Let's approach it. Let's approach it. 3z minus 5, z minus 1, z minus 2, and now let's approach it. If you want to go with the Cauchy's integral formula, so here dear students, here we know very well the result is, the given result is always is equals to it's equals to 4 pi iota. Okay, now so here when the path is not given, here we can see that the path is not given, that the closed curve whatever the value of the closed curve is, what we don't have. So we can assume here, and we can make right our we can further prove our assumption is correct also, right? So we can assume here, let us assume that the closed path is mod z is equals to 1. It means it's a unit circle. Okay, let's assume mod z is equals to 1. It's a unit circle. Okay, or we are having as this one. So mod z is equals to just like this. It's not exactly just like this, but we can assume here mod z is equals to 1. It's not exactly the unit circle, but we can assume that it can be a unit circle. Okay, yeah. So or the first option is this one. Either you can go by this one only, because here we have to go with the assumption only, because we don't have the closed path, right? Closed path. So either you can assume this one, or you can assume that out of these 2 points, the one is inside and the second is outside. It's up to you, that you have to decide yourself. Okay, so I am going with this approach only. In the Cauchy's residue theorem, I will approach the second thing also. Okay, now so let us assume mod z is equals to 1. It means let us assume that z is equals to 1 lies inside the closed curve. Let us assume, I will prove my assumption right also. Let us assume z is equals to 1 lies inside the closed curve and z is equals to 2 lies outside, right? So as we know very well, whenever we want to approach with the Cauchy's integral formula, and the one point is inside the closed curve, second one is outside the closed curve, we used ID on technique, right? We apply ID on technique, means which the the point which is inside will be in the denominator, outside will be in the numerator. So here we are saying that z minus 1 is inside, so it will be z minus 1, it will be 3z minus 1 by z minus 2, yeah, dz. So we can conclude from here that here z is equals to a is equals to 1 only, fz is equals to 3z minus 5 by z minus 2 only, right? We know very well the formula for this one is close integration c fz by z minus a dz is equals to 2 pi iota into f of a. So we can approach here 2 pi iota into f of 1 only, right? We can approach here 2 pi iota into f of 1 only, guys. So when we approach here f of 1, so we have to find out, we have to put here f of 1. So the value of f of 1 will be 3 minus 5 divided by 1 minus 2. It will be minus 2 by minus 1. It will be plus 2. Minus 2 by minus 1. It will be plus 2 only, yes. So we can approach here. When we approach here, it will be 4 iota. Hence my assumption is right. Hence my assumption was right. I was assuming that the z is equals to 1 lie inside the closed curve and z is equals to 2 lies outside the closed curve. Suppose if you assume that z is equals to 2 is inside and z is equals to 1 is outside, okay? If you assume z is equals to 2 is inside and z is equals to 1 is outside, when we approach here, it's not satisfying 4 pi iota. It will not satisfy 4 pi iota. That's why this is the already result which we have. Okay, so here we can conclude, yes, the assumption which we were taking was exactly right. So hence we can conclude z is equals to 1 is outside, inside, and z is equals to 2 is outside. We have to find the closed curve. So it is not possible. Both the points are not at all inside. 1 is inside and 2 is outside. Yes, exactly, we can approach like this. 2 is inside and 1 is outside is not possible, and both are outside is not also possible. So we have to find the correct path now. So we can say this will be the correct path which exactly satisfy the condition of the question also. So here we are having z is equals to 1 is inside the closed curve, z is equals to 2 is outside the closed curve, which we proved just right here with the help of Cauchy's integral formula. Clear, guys? Now this was the first approach. If you want to go with the Cauchy's residue theorem, let me show you the residue theorem also. If you want to go with the residue theorem, the same question we can proceed with the residue theorem also. Again, there also we have to make assumption. We have to make assumption. Okay, first of all, let me write down the function. The function is 3z minus 5 divided by z minus 1. Yes, z minus 2. Yes, dz. Okay, we are having exactly this one. So we can approach we can approach from here that we have to find the residue. So let's find the residue at poles. So residue of f of z, let's find first residue at z is equals to 1. So it will be limit z tends to 1, z minus 1, 3z minus 1, z minus 1, z minus 2. It will be cancel out. When we approach here limit, it will be 3 minus 5, 1 minus 2. It will be minus minus plus 2 only. Yes, exactly. Let's find the residue at z is equals to 2 also. Residue of f of z at z is equals to 2. When we approach here, limit z tends to 2, it will be z minus 2, 3z minus 5 by z minus 1, z minus 2, z minus 2 and z minus 2 will be cancel out. When we approach the limit here, we will have, dear students, we will have 3z minus 5. So we will have 3 into 2, that is equals to 6 minus 5. It will be 1. Yeah, exactly. So we know very well when we have to apply the residue theorem for finding the integration, the result will be means the closed integration c fz dz with the help of residue theorem is a 2 pi iota into sum of all the residues, sum of all residues which lies inside, yeah, exactly, which lies inside only. Yeah, exactly, we can say. So which lies inside, we can approach each and every residue which lies inside. So here till now we don't assume anything, but now we can assume that as the result is, as the as the total value is equals to 4 pi iota. So we have two options. We can assume, let us assume that z is equals to 2 is lying inside. It lies inside. It lies inside. And z is equals to means this one means the residue z is equals to 2 lies outside and it lies inside. It lies inside and it lies outside, right? We can approach like this. The first one is lies inside and the second one is lies outside. So when we approach, when it lies inside, the result will be 2 pi iota into 2 plus 0. Hence it will be 4 pi iota only, which exactly satisfying. Suppose if you take this one is inside, suppose if you want to go with the z is equals to 2 which lies inside, so the result will be 2 pi iota into 0 plus 1. It will be 2 pi iota only, which is not satisfying the given condition. First thing, suppose if you say no, both the residues are lying inside. When you approach, both the residues are lying inside. It will be 2 plus 1, which is 3. 3 into 2 pi iota. It will be 6 pi iota, which is again the contradiction of question. So this is the only condition which satisfying that z is equals to 1 is lying inside. Exactly, this was our assumption, which is exactly right, and z is equals to 2 is outside. So that's why if we have to find out the path, we can say the pole z is equals to 1 is inside the closed curve, z is equals to 2 is outside the closed curve. Done, dear students, right?